I still remember the exact moment. Everything started to fall apart between me and my best friend because not long before that, we were the kind of friends people envied. Always together, always laughing, always talking about things that felt bigger than us, like our future plans, the lives we wanted to build, and the promise that no matter what happened, we would always stay by each other's side. And I believed that promise more than anything because he wasn't just a friend to me, he was the person who knew my thoughts before I even said them, the one I trusted with, things I never told anyone else. And for a long time, everything felt real and unbreakable until little by little things began to change in ways that were so small at first that I kept ignoring them, like how his replies became shorter, how he stopped being the first one to reach out, how our conversations started to feel forced instead of natural, and I kept making excuses for him, telling myself he was just busy or tired or dealing with something he didn't want to talk about, because I didn't want to believe that something between us was actually fading, but deep down I could feel it slipping away, and it scared me more than I wanted to admit. And then one day, everything just stopped completely. No messages, no calls, no explanations, just silence, like I had suddenly been erased from his life. And that silence was louder than anything because it left me alone with my thoughts, questioning every memory, every word, every moment, trying to understand where it all went wrong and why I wasn't enough to least deserve the truth. And as time passed, I watched from a distance as he laughed with new people, built new connections, and lived his life like I had never been a part of it. And that was the part that hurt the most, realizing that someone who once meant everything to you can move on like you meant nothing at all. And I wish I could say I got closure or an explanation, but I didn't, and maybe I never will. And for a long time, that destroyed me because I kept waiting for answers that never came until I slowly started to understand something I didn't want to accept. That not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. And not every ending comes with a reason you can understand. And even though I've grown and learned to let go, there are still moments where I think about what we had and wonder how something that felt so real could disappear without a trace. And I guess that's the hardest truth I've had to live with, that sometimes people don't leave because of one big moment, but because of 100 small changes you never noticed until it was too late. And in the end, I had to give myself the closure he never gave me and accept that some stories don't end with answers. They just end with silence, and you're left to rebuild yourself from everything that was left unsaid.